It's Saturday night. We're ready for some men's volleyball action, but before we'll turn it down to Paul Nunuzer for prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups.
Thank you.
So following their first home win last night, the Lopes have themselves a quick turnaround tonight as they run into a powerhouse looking to leave Phoenix with a victory. Good evening and welcome inside the GCU Arena for men's volleyball action as the Grand Canyon University Lopes take on the UC San Diego Tritons in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. Jack O'Hara here with you alongside Diana Johnson as the Lopes came out and took care of business last night, convincing fashion last night. I mean, Diana, you were there. Talk to me a little bit about how the Lopes were able to make quick work of Park University last night as they looked to be firing on all cylinders.
Yes, Jack, the Lopes played Park University inside the Antelope Gymnasium last night, where the team helped head coach Matt Worley become the most winningest coach in GCU men's volleyball history. Worley earned his 69th career win, passing former GCU coaching victory leader Jeremy Price. The Lopes took down the Buccaneers in 3 sets in front of 806 fans. We even saw an appearance from former volleyball player Will Schwob. We saw lots of guys get game time, and that was all due to Worley's goal to find the golden rotation that will help carry the Lopes throughout their tough matchups in the days to come. Ultimately, the two standouts from last night were Kyle Thompson and Jack Burton. Kyle Thompson, the GCU Golf Course player of the game, tallied 8 kills, 5 blocks, and 1 dig. He had a big net presence last night for the Lopes, and while his stats didn't really reflect it, he was a big component in the net defense. Senior Jack Burton also had 8 kills to go along with 2 digs and 1 service ace. Overall, it was a really successful night for the Lopes, but I can tell you, Jack, that this game will be completely different than last night. UC San Diego is a real competitor, and they have some talented players on their team.
Well, you got that one right, Diana. An entirely different animal tonight. UC San Diego comes into this one 3-1 overall, including back-to-back sweeps as they look to make the Lope celebration from last night short-lived. Well, you know, Diana, it is Saturday night. We are live from Phoenix as we get ready for men's volleyball action as we turn it down to the starting lineups for both the Lopes and the Tritons in this one.
Middle blocker, a 6'7" junior from Santa Barbara, California. Yippee-ki-yay, number 10, Ian McLean. And outside right hitter, a 6'5" sophomore from Carlsbad, California, number 11, Christian JT. The liberos, a 6'3" sophomore from beautiful Santan Valley, Arizona, number 13, Cole Udall. And opposite, a 6'8" sophomore from Vermeers, Belgium, number 19, Hugo Fisher. And at middle blocker, a 6'7" sophomore from Orlando, Florida, number 23, Kyle Thompson. The Lobes are 2-2 on the season. They play in the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. They're led by the winningest head coach in Grand Canyon University.
Well, speaking of UC San Diego, they are coming back or off back-to-back shutout wins at home against Vassar College, and of course last night a huge win over the number 3 ranked team in the nation and UCLA. And then the last time they allowed a set win to an opponent was this time last week. They were actually handed a sweep by the number 6 team in the nation, Lewis University. But again, their last win last night is surely worth noting, Diana, as the Tritons were able to make a quick work of the number 3 UCLA Bruins at home last night. Of course, they won the first set 25-22, the second set 25-17, and then sealed the deal with a 25-21 victory in set number 3 to show every team in the nation that, hey, we're not going to be a walk in the park this season when you face us come January and February. So we'll see what the Lobes' game plan is going into tonight. And again, a big congratulations to Coach Worley picking up his 69th win as head coach of the GCU Lopes last night inside the Antelope Gymnasium. As we'll see how the Lopes are able to handle this very dominant Triton team with tonight's Sanderson Ford, 3 keys to the game.
So our first key to the game is group effort. The season's team is really special because there is a large range of ages. Oftentimes it can be hard for upperclassmen to see more playing time go to younger players, but it seems that all members have really bought into the common goal of making a successful campaign this season. That shows great character from the boys, that they're really willing to sacrifice playing time in order for the group to see success. The second key to the game is loud and proud. The Havocs were a big component last night in their matchup against Park University. They brought the energy, which helped the boys feed off of it. The Havocs just uplifted them and served as a distraction to Park University. They will be crucial in this tough matchup today. The third and last key to the game is net presence. UC San Diego has some big hitters, including Kyle McCauley and Wyatt Harrison. The Lopes need net presence in order to combat the Tritons' defense. This means our blockers need to be watching the setters' movements, closing up the block real tight, and making sure their hands direct the ball back into the court.
Well, right off the bat, Kyle Thompson picks up his first kill, and you got a point with that defense, Diana. UC San Diego coming out hot right off the bat with 2 quick kills of their own to go up 2-1 in this game. So Kyle Thompson back to serve here for the Lopes, looking to knot things up at 2. Right off the bat, Wyatt Harrison looking to get in on the action, and he does. Wyatt Harrison, first kill of the night, 3-1 UC San Diego, as they look to pull ahead early on in set number 1, looking to ride their momentum from their big sweep last night. Number 3 victories this season for UC San Diego, 3 sweeps. As Janke to Hughes. Camden Gianni looking to get on the board. His mother in attendance here tonight in Phoenix. As Logan Clark looking to get on the board, but that one goes out of play, and the Lopes cut the lead to 1. It's 3-2. It'll be Heath Hughes back to serve for the Lopes. Heath getting plenty of playing time here last night as the Lopes took care of business against Park University in convincing fashion. We're up by as much as 8 early on in set number 1, as that one was a feisty kill from Shane Bennett. Bennett on the board for the first time tonight, as UC San Diego doing a nice job distributing the ball on offense, as it'll be Bennett back to serve. So a 4-2 lead for UC San Diego. Hughes gonna set that one up for Gianni. Second time's a charm for Camden. He finds a hole, and he's on the board for the first time tonight. So the Lopes keeping in this one early on, as Gianni will be back to serve with his first kill of the night, and it's 4-3.
Absolutely smart shot from Camden Gianni. You could see he wanted to go full force on that, but he took a little bit off, found the hole in the court, and got a point.
UC San Diego looking to bounce back right away. And they do, as that one finds the line. And that was number 7, Colin Shannon, picking up his first kill. So 4 different Tritons now with a kill each. Early on here in set number 1, they lead at 5-3 as he sends that one sharply over the net. Nice job there from Cole Udall, able to keep that one in as Christian Janke finds the back corner, and Christian Janke on the board. It's 5-4, so the Lopes matching UC San Diego to this point, and also doing a nice job distributing the ball on offense. As I just mentioned before, the Tritons doing a phenomenal job of that thus far, as Ian McLean sends it over for the purple and white. And there's a big defensive stab there from the Lopes, but it looks like the point will go to UC San Diego, so they now lead at 6-4 as the Lopes quickly regroup on defense. It'll be Kyle McCauley, who mentioned Kyle McCauley coming off a career performance against UCLA, picking up 28 assists, as that one is going to be his first service error of the night, and it's 6-5 UC San Diego, so the Lopes not playing their best defense to start this one off here tonight on this Saturday night, but doing enough to stay in this game offensively. As it's going to be Hugo Fisher, sends it over with authority. Nice job by Cole Udall, able to keep that one on play. Hughes sets up Janke, and that one is not going to find the back corner as it goes out of play. UC San Diego picks up another point as they have a little bit of breathing room, up 7-5 now. So the Lopes doing a pretty nice job staying in this one, Diana, but again, not being able to capitalize on their own mistakes.
Yes, Jack, I believe this game is really going to go to the person who gets the ball first and just puts it away. You can see the guys are kind of trying to find what works, whether it's power or placement.
Udall sets that one up for Fisher, looking to get on the board. No dice, as that one's going to be sent over by Wyatt Harrison, but it's going to get rejected by that stellar Lopes defense that we were talking about, looking to step up. They did right there, as it looks like Kyle Thompson will be credited with the rejection. And once again, the Lopes cut the lead to 1. It's 7-6 Tritons. So it'll be Janke back to serve. Janke, of course, in his sophomore year, a stellar freshman campaign last season, as that one just barely gets over the net. And that one's going to find a hole. It looks like Logan Clark will pick up the point, and it's 8-6 UC San Diego. So the Lopes unable to jump that hurdle in this game just yet. Still looking for their first lead here in set number 1. Again, it's going to be a battle for the Lopes here tonight, with UC San Diego coming off that career win last night over the number 3 ranked team in the nation. Hughes setting up Gianni. And Gianni's going to get the point, so Camden Gianni now with 2 points. And once again, the Lopes really going neck and neck with the Tritons to this point. It's 8-7. So Thompson looking to nod this one up at 8 apiece. Colin Shannon getting the hand on it, goes with the soft touch. Read that play beautifully, as the Lopes looking to keep it in play, but it will once again be a 2-point advantage for UC San Diego, up 9-7. And still plenty of volleyball left to be played here in set number 1. As Wyatt Harrison sends it over, Janke gets a hand on it. Hughes going to set up Gianni once more. He's going to get the point. Camden Gianni off to a hot start, now has 3 kills on 6 attempts. And once again, mano-a-mano, it's a 1-possession game.
You can tell that Camden Gianni has a very high volleyball IQ. He saw that the blockers were going up a little bit later, and he just sent it right off the top of them to kind of put the ball out the back of the court where no one could really get it.
And right off the bat, you could tell that Coach Worley and these Lopes missed Gianni last season, as he now has another point and another rejection there for Camden Gianni, and we're all knotted up at 9. So the Lopes looking to leap over that hurdle right here, right now, as Hughes sends it over, goes with the soft touch. Harrison not holding anything back, finds the hole, and just like that, UC San Diego regains their lead. They lead at 10-9. So it'll be Shane Bennett. Bennett already with 3 kills on 3 total attempts. And that'll be his first service error of the night, and we're all knotted up at 10. So the Lopes looking to capitalize on some of these key mistakes early from the Tritons. Gianni will be back to serve. Gianni, like we mentioned, 3 kills already on 6 total attacks. Does have 1 rejection to his name thus far. A heavy-hitting serve there. It's going to go out of play, and Gianni's going to pick up service ace number 1 on this Saturday night. And the Lopes take the lead for the first time, and it's 11-10. So we'll see if they can go on a bit of a run here. Gianni looking to lead the Lopes to their 2nd consecutive victory here on their home turf. And that'll be his first service error, moments after his first service ace. And we're all knotted up at 11, so we'll see if UC San Diego can once again change the momentum in this game. A very heavy-hitting set number 1. As Logan Clark sends it over, Udall finds Janke. Air Jakey in the house. He went up and got that one as the Lopes take a 12-11 lead, and this has got to be the moment halfway through this set, Diana, where the Lopes kind of have to go on a bit of a roll here to try and solidify a win.
Yeah, and what a player to get them on that roll. Christian Janke, another one of the talented outside hitters that we have playing on the Lopes team. We saw him do some great things last night with 7 kills, and I have no doubt that he'll be up in that number again in this match today.
And we mentioned those 7 kills, 3 service aces, leading the conference right now in service aces. If that one goes out of play, UC San Diego nods this one up at 12 apiece, as the Lopes is unable to keep that one in the air. It'll be Kyle McCauley. We mentioned McCauley going to be the one to look out for offensively for the Tritons. Sends that one over with authority. Hughes setting that one up for Kyle Thompson as he's rejected in a big way there, as that one's going to be credited to Wyatt Harrison. And UC San Diego regains their lead for the 2nd time in this set. They lead at 13-12. So McCauley will send it over once more, as he will not find the back corner. He picks up his first service error, and once again, these two teams neck and neck, really going at it early on, 13-13. Hugo Fisher back to serve here for the Lopes.
Hugo Fisher had the most aces in the set or the game yesterday with 4.
And he's going to pick up his first service error of the night here as UC San Diego picks up the lead once again, 14-13. We mentioned Kyle McCauley leading the Tritons with 13 kills against the Bruins last night, followed by Connor Walkbreck, who recorded 28 assists of his own. Air Janke one more time, looking to find a hole, won't find it there. Wyatt Harrison looking for some room. Hughes gonna set up Janke one more time. Unable to find the back corner, as that one is not gonna be combated by Camden Gianni, and the point will go to Walbreck. So a timeout will be called here early on in this set. It's neck and neck, a barn burner between UC San Diego and GCU. You're watching GCU men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems, you're helping to build a better tomorrow. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the GCU arena for more men's volleyball action, as it's, like I said when we went off the air, a barn burner between UC San Diego and GCU. UC San Diego currently with a 15-13 lead. We've seen much offense from Camden Gianni, 3 kills on 6 total attacks before this first timeout. But Diana, of course, Kyle McCauley really setting things up for UC San Diego offensively.
Yeah, Kyle McCauley is surely a force to be reckoned with here tonight. Interestingly enough, he is the kill leader with 54 for the team. He also was recently named AVCA Division 1 and 2 Men's Player of the Week, the Big West Player of the Week, and USC SD Athlete of the Week. So he's got quite a lot of accomplishments in this past week.
And of course, Shane Bennett, 3 kills on 3 total attempts to to this point. But both UC San Diego and GCU both looking to tighten up the defense early on here in set number one. Still plenty of volleyball left to be played here in this set. Far from over between the Lopes and the Tritons, as the Tritons looking to pick up their third win overall this season. As this one's going to be sent over by Colin Shannon. Heath Hughes setting that one up for Kyle Thompson, but the point is going to go to UC San Diego as Thompson reaching over the net for that one. And UC San Diego has their largest lead in quite some time, 16-13. As Colin Shannon will send it over once again for UC San Diego. And he's going to come away with his first service error, third service error of the set for the Tritons, as this is what the Lopes have to take advantage of, Diana. I mean, we've seen 3 service errors already. They're going to have to go on a bit of a run here to at least tie up the game, as Christian Janke will once again be back to serve. Christian Janke, of course, already with 2 kills tonight after picking up 7 kills and 3 service aces last night. And, of course, the Lopes were led by Jack Burton and Kyle Thompson, who each recorded 8 kills last night, as that one's going to go in favor of UC San Diego once again, and none other than Kyle McCauley picking up his 4th kill, as it'll be Connor Walbrecht back to serve. So UC San Diego looking to gain a sizable lead here, as it's going to be Walbrecht picking up his first service ace, finding the back corner, and Coach Worley is going to be forced to call another timeout as his team's down by 4 late. It's 18-14. We'll see if the Lopes are able to mount a comeback here to avoid a set number 1 loss. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
You have a foundation of strong values. You belong where your passions come to life. Grand Canyon University's online degree program in cybersecurity makes it convenient for you to join the newest front in keeping your community safe. GCU teaches you how to secure and protect a virtual environment. Join the growing field of cybersecurity.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
And we're back inside the GCU Arena here on GCU TV. UC San Diego taking their largest lead of the set. They lead it by 4. It's been neck and neck, mano-a-mano to this point, Diana. But UC San Diego really taking advantage of some key defensive mistakes from the Lopes over these past few minutes.
Yes, Jack, we've seen quite a few unfortunate hitting errors, a few receiving errors, and, you know, that'll do it. That'll set a margin between you and the other team. So I'm guessing Coach Worley was just told the boys to settle down and kind of just get back into their rhythm.
And we'll see if they're able to do that here late. Of course, Connor Walbrecht picking up his first service ace moments ago before the timeout. As we've seen both Kyle McCauley and Shane Bennett not hold anything back offensively. Of course, the hard hitters for the Lopes so far in this one, Camden Gianni and Christian Janke. As once again, the Lopes have an opportunity to take away, or at least capitalize on another service error from UC San Diego, as Ian McLean's going to check into this one. Cole Udall will take a seat, as well as Kyle Thompson for the moment. So we'll see if the Lopes are able to go on a bit of a run here, down by 3. It's their largest deficit. Well, of course, their largest deficit being 4, as they've cut that UC San Diego lead to 3. And it looks like nice defensive stop there from McCauley, as Janke gets a hand on that one. Hughes going to set up Hugo Fisher, not going to find the back. And a soft touch from McCauley. A nice read there from Kyle McCauley to pick up his 5th kill, as the Lopes just unable to keep that one in play. 19-15 UC San Diego. Still need 6 more scores to pick up this set victory. As Wyatt Harrison, who has 1 kill on 6 total attacks, back to serve. And once again, 6 service errors from UC San Diego in this set. So despite having some success being up by 3 late in this set, Diana, UC San Diego is really shooting themselves in the foot early on.
Yes, for sure, Jack. This is really when the Lopes need to capitalize on it and just push through and start lessening their errors.
And they're not going to be able to keep that one in play, as it's off the hands of Heath Hughes. So UC San Diego once again catching a massive break here after back-to-back service errors as they regain their 4-point advantage, 20-16. And it will be Connor Walbrecht back to serve. Hughes setting up Gianni. A laser show for Camden Gianni. He now has 4 kills on 7 total attacks. Really holding nothing back on that one. A laser show from Camden Gianni as he'll be back to serve here as the Lopes now trail by 3.
Talk about talented outsides in the house tonight. We got Camden Gianni, Christian Jenke, and of course UC San Diego's Kyle McCauley just ripping them tonight.
And he rips it one more time, picking up his first service ace, 20-18 as UC San Diego is going to be forced to call their first timeout. Still neck and neck here in set number 1. It's UC San Diego 20, GCU 18. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Do you like to create, collaborate, and solve problems? At Grand Canyon University, you can earn your advanced degree in computer programming, computer science, or information technology. Explore the world of data science or business analytics and change the way businesses operate. Embrace your patriotism and study in cybersecurity or earn your Java certificate. Now's the time to make a change by building a career in one of these high-demand technology programs. Enroll today. Find your purpose at gcu.edu.
Back here on GCU TV for the remainder of set number 1 between the UC San Diego Tritons and the Grand Canyon University Lopes. 20-18 lead for the Tritons. A 4-point deficit for the Lopes now cut to 2 as Camden Gianni once again showing off his hot hand in his first game in the GCU arena. 4 kills on 7 total attacks, has himself a rejection and 2 service aces already, so you can't complain about the performance from Camden Gianni thus far. And of course, Kyle McCauley, 5 kills on 6 total attacks and .833 hitting percentage. I mean, we've preached his name all night to this point, Diana, as the key factor offensively, of course, has been Kyle McCauley as well as Shane Bennett to this point. But the Lopes have a golden opportunity here to cut into this deficit, looking to go on a bit of a run late as Gianni once again looking for a service ace, won't find it. McCauley looking for the kill, gets blocked as it's going to be Hugo Fisher, looks like, with his first rejection in this one, as you see the celebration there on the bench. Hugo Fisher picking up his first block of the night, and once again the Lopes cutting the lead to 1. So what we've seen throughout the duration of this first set coming back to fruition as Camden Gianni knotting this one up with service ace number 3. And we'll see if the Lopes can complete the comeback right here, looking to go on a 4-0 run, currently on a 3-0 run at the moment. Kyle McCauley looking to put a stop to things for UC San Diego defensively here. Gianni sets, serves, and delivers that one. McCauley looking to find the back row, doesn't find it, and the Lopes have themselves a 1-point lead. It's 21-20, but the way that this set has shaken out thus far, this set is far from done as UC San Diego takes another timeout. Each coach taking 2 timeouts in the set. Lopes on a 5-0 scoring run. They lead at 21-20. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
Back here on GCU TV, the Lopes completing the comeback after trailing by as many as 4 here in set number 1. They lead at 21-20. Camden Gianni, the current hot hand for the Lopes, has himself 3 service aces, and we were talking about it during the commercial break, Diana. Thought it was quite a bold move there from Gianni to serve it there and challenge the libero.
Yeah, for sure. We saw him just target it right at him, those 2 serves, and really, I think that was all a mental game. If you shut down that libero, the libero has to know what he's doing in the defense. That's what they're there for. They're in the game 5 out of 6, well, 5.5 out of 6 rotations. That's their job. They're supposed to pass, and if you shake your libero up, that shakes the rest of the team up, and that was kind of the psychological factor I think Gianni was targeting in those crucial 3 points that we just saw GCU make up.
Lopes looking to go on a 6-0 run here. Didn't challenge Ryan Liu there, the libero for UC San Diego, as Hugh's going to set up Fisher. Hugo Fisher. How do you like that? The Lopes take a 2-point lead, 22-20. It's a 6-0 scoring run. And the Lopes heating up at the exact right time that Coach Worley wants them to, as it'll be Camden Gianni once again looking for service ace number 4. We'll see if he gets it. Once again challenging Liu, but Liu able to get on his feet for that one. They won't be able to get that one over the net. It looked like Connor Walbrook just did not get enough to muster that one over. And just like that, it's a 7-0 scoring run. And just when you thought all hope was lost in this set, the Lopes turning the page, taking a 3-point advantage, 23-20, 2 points away from taking a victory here in set number 1 on their home court, as it looks like Kyle McCauley will take a seat for at least the moment. So a big sigh of relief here for the Lopes. Everybody standing on their bench.
And that was what I was talking about. You saw Hugo Fisher kind of target the libero with his hit, and then right back after that, Camden Gianni targeted him with the serve, and that really shook the team up.
Ian McLean finding a hole in the Lopes. Have themselves a game point here, 24-20, as McLean picks up his first kill of the night. As Gianni will look to send this one home here in set number 1, looking to complete a 9-0 scoring run to salvage off set number 1. Gianni hits it over into the crowd, into the Havocs, as once again he targets the libero Ryan Liu. Just wasn't ready for it, as the Lopes complete a 9-0 scoring run. We're trailing 20-16 at one point during set number 1, complete the 9-0 scoring run, win it 25-20, a very impressive showing. That is just going to be sure to rile up this crowd here after set number 1.
An absolute impressive way to end with another service ace by Gianni. That'll be his, I believe, 4th of the night, which he's right up there with Hugo Fisher, who had his career high of 4 service aces in last night's game against Park University. Great job from the boys. Definitely kind of could see Worley's perspective behind targeting the libero, because after we aced him, you saw the whole team crumble, which is pretty interesting to see.
And we'll see if the Lopes are able to ride the momentum as we get ready for set number 2. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
So one key component that makes the Waste Management Phoenix Open so successful is Cox Business. Over 700,000 people are going to come enjoy TPC Scottsdale, from digital TV to digital phones to security, and most importantly, that free Wi-Fi all over this property. We simply couldn't do it without a partner like Cox Business. We're grateful, we're thankful, it's a hole-in-one.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena here on GCU TV. Lopes looking to go up 2-0 here on their home court after completing a 9-0 scoring run to defeat UC San Diego in set number 1, 25-20. Wasn't looking too good early on. It was back and forth for the most part during the beginning of that set, Diana. Kind of mano-a-mano, neck and neck, and then UC San Diego leading by as many as 4 points, 20-16 late, with just 5 points away from taking set number 1, but the Lopes wreaking havoc late. A 9-0 scoring run capped off by Camden Gianni. 4 service aces alone in set number 1.
Yes, Jack, that's the interesting thing about volleyball, and that's why I love it so much. You think a game's over, and nope, the team will say no to that, and before you know it, they've actually won the set. So that was really interesting. One thing we were just talking about, Jack, is that it was kind of weird to see head coach Kevin Ring sub out Kyle McCauley in the middle of that set, as he is such a big staple in their rotations. Not really sure what his philosophy behind that was, but
and again, we saw him take a seat when it was 23-21. They were only down by 2, and of course, he's been the vocal point of this offense in set number 1. 5 kills on 8 attacks. Of course, 1 dig to go along on that stat line as well, but he seems ready to go here in set number 2. As the Lopes will look to serve things off. It looks like the sophomore Christian Janke. Janke, of course, with 2 kills of his own on 8 attacks so far here tonight. As it looks like the Lopes are going to go with Christian Janke, Hugo Fisher, Cole Udall, Kyle Thompson, Heath Hughes, and of course, the man we've been talking about throughout set number 1, Camden Gianni. So Janke seems ready. The Tritons are ready, so let's do it here in set number 2. And we are underway. Janke looking for the service ace, won't pick it up, but right there is none other than Camden Gianni, kill number 5, and the Lopes take a quick 1-0 lead.
What a zinger from Christian Janke. You can see why he's the ace leader in the league with, I believe, 13. I have no doubt we'll see more added to that tonight.
Janke putting a little too much mustard on that one, unable to get it over the net. Picks up his first service there. We're all knotted up at 1 yet again. Wouldn't be surprised to see another neck-and-neck battle here between UC San Diego and GCU inside the arena. So it'll be Connor Walbrecht. Walbrecht, of course, with 2 service aces in set number 1. A nice stab there from Heath Hughes, able to keep that one in play. Lopes looking to find a hole, doesn't find it. Hughes going to set up once again. Camden Gianni just unable to get that one over the net. Looking to find a hole, so UC San Diego takes a 2-1 advantage.
I have to say that was a great look from Camden Gianni. He saw that kind of sharp angle right in front of the 10-foot line. Couldn't quite get that over the net.
Walbrecht sends it over once again. UC San Diego looking for a quick 3-0 scoring run. But Camden Gianni's not going to give it to him. We're all knotted up at 2. He picks up another kill. Now has 6 kills on 9 total attacks to go along with those 4 service aces. 1 block to his credit thus far as well. As the Lopes looking to take the 3-2 advantage early on. Kyle Thompson sends it over, goes with the soft touch. Lou looking to set up Colin Shannon, as that one's going to find the floor. Both Kyle Thompson and Heath Hughes doing their best job defensively, able to keep that one in the air. But UC San Diego regains the lead for the second time already in this set. They lead at 3-2, and it's going to be number 8, Wyatt Harrison, back to serve. Harrison with 1 kill on 6 total attacks in set number 1, as Udall's going to pop that one up for Gianni, unable to get that one over the net. So Camden Gianni, who had the hot hand in set number 1, unable to muster that one over the net for the second consecutive drive. 4-2. Now the lead for UC San Diego, as once again Harrison sends it over, as he's not going to get enough to muster that one. As you can see the look of despair on his face after that serve. Cuts the lead to 1 as GCU looks to knot things up at 4 with Heath Hughes back to serve.
I think he tossed that ball a little too far in front of him. Couldn't quite get a hand on it in time.
And a great stab there from Heath Hughes, able to keep that one in play. Going for the soft touch is Hugo Fisher. But right there is that UC San Diego defense. Hughes gonna set up Fisher one more time. Right in the chest of Connor Walbrecht. Nothing he could do about that. So the Lopes knotting things up at 4 apiece as Fisher picks up kill number 3 on his 8th total attack. So we'll see if Hughes can once again give the Lopes an early lead here in set number 2. As it's going to be none other than Kyle McCauley Really slamming that one down with authority for kill number 6, and it's 5-4 UC San Diego. It'll be Bennett. Bennett with 4 kills on 5 attacks to his stat line, as Udall's going to set up Hughes, who's going to set up Ian McLean with the quick swipe. His second kill, we're all knotted up at 5. Quick hands there from Ian McLean, able to get that one over. As it will be Camden Gianni once again back to serve. We mentioned the 4 service aces, 2 in a row during that 9-0 run in set number 1. Looking to find the hole once again. Again attacking Ryan Liu, the libero for UC San Diego, as they're going to pick up the point. Lopes unable to keep that one in play, and they regain a 1-point advantage, 6-5. And it's going to be Colin Shannon. Shannon contributing, of course, to this point as well with 2 kills of his own on 6 attacks. Has himself 3 digs in this game already. Janke able to keep that one in play. Hughes setting it up for Fisher, going after Liu. Liu gonna set up Wyatt Harrison, and Harrison gonna find the back hole right in front of Camden Gianni, as he now has himself 2 kills on the night, 7-5 lead for UC San Diego. We're seeing more of the same that we saw in set number 1 between these 2 clubs. As Udall pops that one up for Hughes. Gonna find Gianni really holding nothing back there. As the Lopes just unable to keep that one in play. Another point goes to UC San Diego, and the Tritons have themselves a 3-point advantage. They lead at 8-5. But again, still plenty of volleyball left to be played here in this set. We saw what happened last set, so far from over as far as the Tritons are concerned. So really looking to put some separation between themselves and the purple and white early on. Logan Clark sends it over. There's Christian Janke, and he's gonna pick up the kill. So Janke now with 3 kills in this one to go along with 9 total attacks. And the Lopes cut the lead to 2. It's 8-6 with Ian McLean back to serve.
What a great use of the set by Christian Janke. It was a little bit tight, but he really saw those blockers' hands, tooled it off, got the point.
Hughes doing a nice job keeping that one alive. Great defense so far here tonight from Heath Hughes, as we've seen here through the first 2 sets. McLean pops that one up for Hughes once again. Sending it over is Fisher. Liu gonna set up none other than Kyle McCauley, and that one's gonna find the floor. Great effort there from Ian McLean, just unable to keep it in the air. And now Kyle McCauley has himself 10 kills already, as we are still in the early stages of set number 2. So a 9-6 advantage for the Tritons. McCauley back to serve. Still looking for his first service ace of the night, as Hughes gonna set up Kyle Thompson. And it looked like Wyatt Harrison was trying his best there to keep that one in play. But when Kyle Thompson's coming at you with a 95-mile-an-hour kill there, there's really nothing you could do about it, as it's a 9-7 lead. Hugo Fisher back to serve. Nice job defensively there from UC San Diego. Lopes looking to answer the call, as Janke is going to send it over, but the point will go to UC San Diego, as they're going to say that one touched. So 10-7 lead now for UC San Diego, as they lead it by 3. It will once again be Logan Clark back to serve. Udall to Hughes to Janke. Air Janke back in the house. It's a 10-8 lead for UC San Diego, as Janke picks up kill number 4. An impeccable pair of eyes there from Christian Janke, able to find the hole right in front of Shane Bennett. And he'll be back to serve here, looking to give the Lopes another run here, trying to mount a comeback in this set. Once again attacking Liu, as Janke doing his best to keep that one in play. Great execution there from Wyatt Harrison, as he just throws that one over past Heath Hughes and past Christian Janke to regain that 3-point advantage for the Tritons. So this will be Connor Walbrecht. Once again, Walbrecht with 2 service aces already. Looking for number 3, but it won't find the back court. And the Lopes once again looking to capitalize on some of these key service errors from UC San Diego early on, as it's an 11-9 deficit. Kyle Thompson back to serve once again. As Coach Worley looking to talk things over here with his squad. We'll see what they want to do here. UC San Diego staying on the court. As it looks like Coach Worley
Not really sure what's happening.
doesn't appear as if he took a timeout here. As it looks like
It could.
doesn't appear that the officials are looking over any play here. As it looks like Hugo Fisher may take a seat for the moment. And Kyle Thompson will be back to serve here for the Lopes. They trail by 2, 11-9. UC San Diego, of course, coming off that big win last night against the number 3 team in the nation, the UCLA Bruins. A 3-0 sweep at home in San Diego, California.
It looks like maybe someone needs a Band-Aid.
And it looks like Christian Janke cut up on that last play. He seems to be all right. And of course, the Tritons just waiting patiently, seemingly frustrated out on the court. Again, the Lopes coming off a 1-2 start to the year last weekend in Honolulu, as they got swept on opening night by Harvard 3-0, and then picked up a sweep of their own on the 10th against Emmanuel University, followed by another defeat at the hands of the number 1 ranked team in the nation in Hawaii. That was at the Stan Sheriff Center last weekend, and then of course taking care of business in a quick manner last night against Park University. Park University, of course, out of Gilbert, Arizona. As Christian Janke seems to be okay here as we continue action here in set number 2. Once again, it'll be Kyle Thompson back to serve here for the Lopes. We'll see how this affects UC San Diego's momentum. As you see right there, it won't. Shane Bennett picks up kill number 5, and they have themselves a 3-point advantage once again, 12-9, as it looks like it'll be Wyatt Harrison back to serve. We'll see how this timeout affects the Lopes play. Once again, about a 5-minute break as Hughes setting up Ian McLean once again. Another quick hit from Ian McLean. There's really nothing you could do about UC San Diego right there from a defensive standpoint, as Ian McLean once again using the quick hands there to pick up kill number 3 here in set number 2. So a 12-10 lead now for UC San Diego. Lopes continue to creep back in this game, as it will once again be McCauley, but he's going to be blocked, but out of play by Hugo Fisher. Nice stab there from Fisher, just unable to keep it in bounds. So once again, a 3-point deficit here for the Lopes, as Bennett is going to take a seat. And it's going to be Berkeley Misfeld. So Misfeld making his first appearance in this game. Sends that one over the net. Udall sends that one over the net himself as that one finds the back corner. And UC San Diego once again having their largest lead of this game to this point, up by 4, 14-10. So we saw what happened in set number 1. UC San Diego surely didn't forget. We'll see if they're able to put the nail in the coffin early on in this set, as Gianni looking to come away with the point, and he will. That one was blocked by Kyle McCauley, but he was unable to keep it in play. So Gianni picks up another point, and it's 14-11. So we'll see if the Lopes can go on another run. Again, this is exactly what happened in set number 1. UC San Diego led by as many as 4 before Camden Gianni took over for the Lopes. Again, with those 4 service aces in the first set. Now has himself 7 kills on 12 total attacks, resulting in a .500 hitting percentage to this point.
I have no doubt that Camden Johnny might serve this one at the libero.
It's McCauley getting a hand on that, but a huge block from Ian McLean, and just like that, it's a 2-0 scoring run for the Lopes, and it's 14-12 UC San Diego. So a little deja vu going on here in the GCU Arena with Camden Gianni. We'll see if he can go on another roll here for the purple and white. That one's not going to be able to stay in play. A little too much oomph on that one from Camden. And UC San Diego once again regains a 3-point advantage as Coach Worley wants to take another timeout. It's 15-12 UC San Diego. We'll see if the Lopes are able to climb back in this one. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
There's a story that started in Phoenix, a story of unparalleled growth, of service to one's community, of excellence in academic achievement, a story that has become a model driving education and community service envied nationwide. That story is Grand Canyon University. Technology has changed the way we search, watch, read, and buy virtually everything. It has changed how we communicate with each other and the modern tools we use today. The technology evolution of the last 10 years has produced more innovation and change than the...
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena here in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona, as we are midway through set number 2. It's a 15-12 lead for the UC San Diego Tritons. And Diana, we were talking about it during the commercial break. It's basically been the Kyle McCauley and Camden Gianni show to this point.
Absolutely, Jack. Seen some great stuff from both outsides. Talked a little bit about this earlier, but this game really was going to be either a power or a placement game as far as offensive goes from an offensive standpoint. And it's really turned out to be more of a placement. Both teams are doing a good job of putting their guys where they need to go and kind of taking off sections of the court. Really great defensive efforts from both teams. It's really about placing the ball, which is a little bit unusual from a men's standpoint. The outsides are really shining through because they know they're seeing the court really well, and that's why those two are standing out.
And once again, both teams suffering from that service error early on in this game. Colin Shannon picking up his 3rd of the night. Ian McLean back to serve here once again for the Lopes, who now trail by 2. As that one was set up beautifully for number 2, Logan Clark, now has himself 2 kills on the night. UC San Diego once again reclaiming that 3-point advantage, as it will be McCauley back to serve. Again, the Kyle McCauley show on the side for UC San Diego offensively to this point. Not in that moment, picks up his 2nd service error, and it's a 16-14 lead now as the Lopes will once again have themselves another opportunity to climb back in this game with Hugo Fisher back to serve. Fisher with just 2 kills on the night, but has himself 2 key blocks at 2 huge moments for the Lopes in this game. Once again attacking Ryan Liu there. Really having himself a night as that one finds the back corner for McCauley. And it's a 17-14 UC San Diego advantage once again. So Ryan Liu will take a seat for the moment, as it looks like Wyatt Harrison will be back to serve once again. Harrison with 3 digs and 2 blocks already defensively for UC San Diego. Almost finds the floor for a service ace there. Great defensive stab by Udall, able to keep that one in the air, but that one falls right in front of Gianni. And UC San Diego once again regains that 4-point advantage late. We saw Coach Worley take a timeout late last go-around. We're going to see it this time around. We'll see if we have a little deja vu on our hands as you're watching GCU men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
Time. Never enough hours in the day, not enough days in the week. But you always make time for work, for play, for creating a brighter future. GCU's Colangelo College of Business puts you first, so you can earn your MBA degree online on your time. To advance your career in business, it takes support from those around you. There's never been a better time to become tomorrow's leader than now. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/MBA.
We're back inside the GCU Arena as UC San Diego has themselves a 4-point advantage late here in set number 2, but it's exactly what we saw in set number 1. Had themselves a 20-16 lead in set number 1 before the Lopes tallied off 9 consecutive points led by Camden Gianni. But you mentioned, Diana, the servers late in this one really setting the tone for both offenses.
Absolutely. Seen lots of really great stuff from both teams as far as service attempts go. Also seen quite a few service errors, especially from UC San Diego. Hopefully, we'll see a little bit more of a pickup on their side, keep it competitive. But first, let's see if the Lopes can crawl back into this game and kind of see, like what you talked about, some deja vu from the previous set.
And we talked about the service errors in this game. There are 6 combined service aces already in this game. Connor Walbrecht trying to make it 7 right there. Doesn't, but they'll get the point as the Lopes are unable to keep that one in play. And for the first time tonight, UC San Diego has themselves a 5-point cushion as Wyatt Harrison once again looking to give UC San Diego some massive separation. We're already with a 3-0 scoring run. Janke to Hughes, setting that one up. Back to Janke, blocked by UC San Diego, but the Lopes doing a nice job keeping that one in the air. Sends it over for Wyatt Harrison. That one going to be set up for Harrison once again, and that point is going to go in the direction of UC San Diego. So just like that, UC San Diego getting hot at the right time. They now have a 4-0 scoring run, 20-14 lead, looking to knot things up at 1 apiece going into set number 3. As once again, the Lopes benefiting from another service error in this game from the Tritons. And again, at the right time, down by 5. As it looks like Bryce Curtis sent that one over, will take a seat. And it'll be Christian Janke, the sophomore, back to serve for the Lopes. Again, needing to go on another magical run like they did in set number 1. If they want an opportunity to go up by 2 going into set number 3, that one won't help, as Janke's just unable to keep that one in play. So a 21-15 lead for the Tritons, looking to seal the deal. It's going to be Connor Walbrecht once again. Walbrecht with the 2 digs tonight for UC San Diego. Of course, the other 4 coming from Camden Gianni on the Lopes side. Udall to Hughes to Fisher. Unable to keep that one in play as that one goes over the line. And just like that, UC San Diego now has their largest lead of the night. They lead it by 7, 22-15. Walbrecht looking for service ace number 3, won't find it. Hughes setting up Gianni, who's going to find a hole, as it looked like McCauley trying to keep that one in play. Just wasn't ready for that one as it tipped off Wyatt Harrison. And Camden Gianni picks up kill number 8. The Lopes could really use Camden Gianni right here. Had 7 early kills in that first set. Looking to heat back up here in the remaining moments in set number 2. As it'll be Jack Burton. We mentioned Jack Burton with those 8 kills last night. Back to serve for the Lopes. Finds Lou. Lou sets that one up for McCauley, as the Lopes are not going to be able to keep that one in play. Gianni doing his best job there, hooking that one over the announcer's table once again, but a 23-16 lead now for UC San Diego. Wyatt Harrison has 3 kills on 9 total attacks to this point. Sends that one over. Janke gets a hand on it. Hughes going to set up Gianni one more time, but that one's going to go out of play, as the Lopes getting a little too anxious on there on that offensive side, a little too antsy, as Gianni really putting a little too much power, as the Lopes now trail by 8, game point for UC San Diego, but another service error. Really shooting themselves in the foot here, trying to wrap up this set. So 24-17, Heath Hughes back to serve for the Lopes. Lopes looking to go on an 8-0 scoring run to set up a decisive set number 3. Going with the soft touch there. Fisher able to keep it in play. Hughes setting up Gianni once more. Soft touch there from McLean, won't go. Lou gonna set up McCauley. McCauley looking to put the nail in the coffin, doesn't find it. Nice stab there from UC San Diego. McCauley to Hughes. Udall setting it up for Gianni one more time, and he's going to get blocked. A huge defensive stab there from Shane Bennett. Now has 2 blocks in this game, and we're going to go into set number 3 with a 1-1 tie. So the Lopes take the first one 25-20, and UC San Diego takes set number 2 25-17. And the one thing you could take away from set number 2, Diana, is the lack of defensive play late in that set.
Absolutely, Jack. We saw a lot about just UC San Diego is just finding the spots in the court that there were no GCU players. I have no doubt that head coach Matt Worley is going to talk a little bit to the blockers, closing up those blocks, keeping those hands nice and strong, and having the defenders move around their arms, basically just to pick up those tough balls.
Well, it's T-shirt time inside the GCU Arena. We'll see if the Lopes are able to adjust in set number 3 as you're watching GCU men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
Across the great desert to where the mountains touch the sky. This is Sanderson Ford country, where Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford country, built on serving you. Sanderson Ford, satisfaction in everything we do. We're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford.
Back inside the GCU Arena here on GCU TV as we await set number 3 between the Tritons and the Lopes. UC San Diego taking set number 2 25-17 as Kyle McCauley led the charge offensively with 12 kills on 18 attacks to go along with 2 digs and a block. And of course, it's been about Camden Gianni, especially in set number 1, picking up 6 kills on 12 total attacks, picking up 2 more kills on 4 attacks in set number 2, but was silenced by that UC San Diego defense. Christian Janke stepping up as well with 4 kills, had himself a dig and a block. And then, of course, 16 assists already for Heath Hughes in this game, as the Lopes looking to once again go up by 1 to force a set number 4 where they could potentially clinch a victory against a team who beat the number 3 team in the nation, last night in UCLA. And again, we talked about the defense really not stepping up when they needed to late in that set. As we'll check out the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN Sports.
Men's basketball returns Thursday at 7 p.m. as they take on Seattle U, and they play again Saturday when they go against Utah Valley at 6 p.m. Men's volleyball hits the road but returns Wednesday the 29th to take on Benedictine at 6 p.m. Tune into every home game right here on GCU TV.
So it looks like we're all ready to go here in set number 3 between UC San Diego and Grand Canyon. As it looks like it's going to be Connor Walbrecht back to serve. UC San Diego looking to start off hot as they finished hot in set number 2, giving themselves that 8-point advantage. Walbrecht already with those 2 service aces in this game. Lopes a little miscommunication there, able to step up though as Janke gets blocked, but it looks like Colin Shannon able to knock that one out of play, and the Lopes take a quick 1-0 advantage as Ian McLean will be back to serve. So the point goes to Christian Janke. Kill number 5 in this game has a .250 hitting percentage to this point on this Saturday night, as Walbrecht setting up number 16 Shane Bennett for kill number 7, and we're all knotted up at 1. So UC San Diego not going anywhere early on in this set. We've seen both teams go back and forth early on in each of the first 2 sets, with both teams pulling away respectively in sets number 1 and 2 late. As another service error from UC San Diego going to set up the Lopes with an opportunity to go up by at least 2. So it will be Hugo Fisher back to serve. Fisher, of course, with 2 kills on 12 total attacks already. And Hugo Fisher is going to come away with his first service ace of the night as Logan Clark unable to keep that one in play. It's a 3-1 lead now for the Lopes. Looking to go on a bit of a run here early on. Again, in the last 2 sets, we've seen both teams go back and forth, going on big runs late. The Lopes would love to go up by at least 3 here, as that one's going to be the first service error of the night from Hugo Fisher. So a 3-2 lead. It'll be Bennett's back to serve. Looking to nod this one up at 3. Lopes once again looking to go on the attack here, as they do. Kyle Thompson picking up kill number 3, not holding anything back there. And the Lopes have themselves a 4-2 advantage. So Janke will be back to serve once again. Looking to give the Lopes a much needed cushion here early on in this set.
Kyle Thompson is one that's been pretty quiet throughout the first 2 sets of this game, but you can see there that he's back and he's ready to go, and I believe he's had 2 attack errors.
A nice stop there from Wyatt Harrison, picking up kill number 4. Make this lead a 1-point lead for the Lopes. It'll be Colin Shannon back to serve. And Shannon once again going to shoot UC San Diego in the foot with another service error in this game. Lopes got to take advantage here in set number 3. We saw them not take advantage in sets number 1 and 2 when it came to those service errors from UC San Diego. Up by 2 in this set. Again, would love to have a sizable advantage early. And once again, there's Kyle McCauley picking up his teammates with kill number 13, and it's 5-4.
Yeah, it's crucial, Jack, for the Lopes to take advantage of these service errors. UC San Diego has about 14 of them. That's almost half a set of free points, basically.
Gianni looking to be the hot hand once again for this Lopes team. McCauley's gonna pick up the kill as that one goes out of play. And it's all knotted up at 5, ladies and gentlemen. McCauley now with 13 kills on 19 total attacks. That's a .526 hitting percentage thus far. Only 1 assist from McCauley in this game as he's back to serve. And another service error. The Lopes looking to take advantage here. It will be Heath Hughes back to serve for the Lopes. There's now 15 service errors in this game for UC San Diego, as that one's gonna find the floor. Looked like Colin Shannon got the hot hand there with kill number 4. That was his 10th total attack. As we're all knotted up at 6. So just like sets number 1 and 2, we're back and forth, mano-a-mano between the Tritons and the Lopes. Hughes setting up McLean. How many times have we seen that tonight with Ian McLean? I think that's 1, 2, 3 times with Ian McLean with the hot hand going for the quick hit. Now has himself 4 kills on the night, and the Lopes regain their lead 7-6.
Sure is working for the Lopes. Those things are so hard to read as they come so fast, and it's hard for the blockers to get their hands up. So really the defense are sitting ducks at that point.
And the Lopes once again handing it right back as Camden Gianni unable to find the court in play. We're all knotted up at 7. And once again, it'll be Connor Walbrook. We mentioned those 2 service aces to this point. Has himself 25 assists, coming off a 28 assist game last go-around against UCLA. As Hugo Fisher is going to pick up kill number 3, gives the lead back in favor of the Lopes, but once again, a 1-point lead has not sufficed to either team so far through the first 3 sets in this one. So Ian McLean looking to put the team on his back right here. That will not help. Another service error We've seen a lot of service errors between these two teams so far here tonight as we're all knotted up at 8.
UC San Diego has about 15 service errors, as the Lopes have only 8. Even though it is less than UC San Diego, that is still a sizable amount of service errors.
23 total service errors, 15 plus 8, as Christian Janke picks up another kill there. He now has 6 on the night. Now is a .308 hitting percentage, as Hugo Fisher will be back to serve once more. As he drills that one over the net, as it looks like it's going to be Colin Shannon picking up the point. He now has himself 5 kills, and just like that, we're all knotted up at 9 once again, so no lead really having any friction so far here between UC San Diego and Grand Canyon. Bennett sends that one over. There's Janke once more, looking to get the hot hand there, as Garbrandt's going to send that one back over to Hughes. Janke one more time, and Janke's going to pick up one more point, make that 7 kills for the Lope sophomore, and it's 10-9. Well, something's got to give here halfway through set number 3, as both teams looking to go on a scoring run, give themselves a little bit of breathing room as we enter the latter stages in this set. Janke pops it sky high, sends it way over the line, and another service error for the Lopes. Make that 9 service errors for the purple and white, and we're all knotted up at 10 once again. So we'll be Colin Shannon once again, serving things for UC San Diego. Hughes gonna set that one up for Thompson, and you thought Kyle Thompson was gonna go for the hard hit there, thought better of it, an impeccable pair of eyes from Thompson. As he goes with the soft touch and finds a hole, he now has himself 4 kills. Lopes lead at 11-10. 4th lead change in a matter of moments for the Lopes, as they will give it right back once more with service error number 10. And we're all knotted up at 11. And it will be the very dangerous Kyle McCauley back to serve here for UC San Diego. We mentioned 14 kills on 20 attacks already in this game. Looking for his first service ace, won't find it there. Hughes sets up Ian McLean one more time, don't mind if I do. Kill number 5 on his 6th total attack, and the Lopes regain their lead for the 5th time in this set. It is 12-11.
Ian McLean really got those hot hands like you were talking about. That'll be his 5th kill of the night. He's got the best hitting percentage out of all the Lopes with .833.
And once again, like we've seen throughout this entire set, Diana, UC San Diego answering the call, picking up the point. That one will go in favor of Colin Shannon once again, as Berkeley Misfeld re-enters this game for the 2nd time tonight, looking to give UC San Diego their first lead in set number 3. Udall to Hughes to Gianni. And Camden Gianni's on the board here in set number 3, has himself 9 kills on the night. And the Lopes regain their advantage. They now lead at 13-12, but like we've seen in the last 6 serves, the Lopes have not been able to hold on to that lead, looking to give themselves at least a 2-point cushion midway through set number 3. Gianni sends it over. Bennett gets a hand on it, serves it up for Wyatt Harrison, and Wyatt Harrison is once again going to knot things up for UC San Diego. Back and forth between these two clubs, a seesaw affair between the purple and white and the blue and yellow. Walbrecht finds Hughes, who finds Fisher. Won't find the kill there, as Udall will once again set it up for Hughes. Will set it up for Fisher a 2nd time, and hello, fans. That one finds the seats, and the Lopes have themselves their 7th lead change of this set. It's 14-13. So something's got to give here sooner or later for this Lopes offense, trying to figure out that UC San Diego defense, and Ian McLean going to try and find an answer right here. McLean with 5 kills, 6 attacks, has himself 2 key rejections in this game defensively, as he's going to pick up his 3rd service error of this set. The Lopes just unable to crack the code so far here against UC San Diego, as we're all knotted up once again 8th tie so far here in set number 3. We're all knotted up at 14. Harrison sends it over. Hughes gonna set up Christian Janke, looking for the soft touch, won't find it, and UC San Diego answering the call there. Big hit from Colin Shannon, picks up his 7th kill, and UC San Diego takes the lead 15-14, and Coach Worley gonna try and figure out this offense for the Lopes. He takes his first timeout. Seesaw affair between UC San Diego and Grand Canyon as you're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
You have a foundation of strong values. You belong where your passions come to life. Grand Canyon University's online degree program in cybersecurity makes it convenient for you to join the newest front in keeping your community safe. GCU teaches you how to secure and protect a virtual environment. Join the growing field of cybersecurity.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena, as it's been a seesaw affair to this point, Diana. I really can't say what's going on between the Lopes and the Tritons to this point. Ian McLean being the hot hand for the Lopes in this quarter, or this set, excuse me, with 3 kills on 4 total attacks, although he's also had himself 3 service errors, as the service errors are really piling up so far here in this set between both teams.
Yes, Jack, absolutely. I believe the Lopes just passed over into the double digits as far as the service errors go, but you know, you talked about that seesaw effect. It's really been difficult for both teams to kind of find the sweet spot as far as offense and defense.
And we'll see if the Lopes are able to crack that code like we were saying right before the commercial break, as UC San Diego trying to crack the code themselves. It's been back and forth, mano-a-mano, since the get-go here in set number 3. As Bennett will have one more service error to go on that stack. So we're all knotted up at 15. We're really piling up here in set number 3. As that was service error number 16 for UC San Diego to go against the Lopes 11. 27 combined service errors to this point. As that one's gonna fall and UC San Diego regains their lead at 16-15. So the Lopes having a 1-point advantage on 8 different possessions here in set number 3. UC San Diego turning the tables, have themselves their 3rd lead here in this set. As Wyatt Harrison once again back to serve. Harrison, of course, with 4 kills already tonight, has himself 5 digs, 2 rejections defensively. Hughes gonna set up Janke. Hughes gonna find the hole as that one was tipped off the hands of Colin Shannon. So Janke has himself 8 kills to go up against Camden Gianni's 9. The 2 power hitting offensive players leading this offense here tonight. We're all knotted up at 16. Janke looking to give the Lopes their 9th lead of the set. I mentioned the 11 service errors for the Lopes already in this one, make it 12. As the Lopes just unable to figure out what's going wrong offensively. Already have themselves 7 service errors in set number 3. And UC San Diego regains their lead at 17-16 with Colin Shannon back to serve. Shannon has himself 4 service errors of his own. As Gianni hits one up for Hughes, back to Gianni. And Camden Gianni knotting things up at 17 apiece. Another assist for Heath Hughes. Continues to play splendid defense and offense for the purple and white, as Kyle Thompson and Cole Udall will take a seat for Coach Worley. As Jack Burton re-enters this one, he's back to serve for the Lopes. Once again, trying to give the Lopes their 9th lead change of this set. There's no telling who has the advantage to this point, as Jack Burton cracking the code, at least for now. Able to find the back corner for his first service ace of the night. And it's an 18-17 lead for the Lopes. Burton looking for service ace number 2 there. Caught Colin Shannon a bit off guard as that one's set up for Gianni. We're gonna try it one more time with Gianni as it gets blocked. Well, it looks like number 2, Logan Clark, his 2nd block of the night, and we're all knotted up at 18. So still no answers between these two teams, still looking to go on a bit of a scoring run. There's been only one two-possession lead in this set, and that's when UC San Diego had themselves a 3-1 advantage in the beginning moments of this set.
Jack, you can't help but notice how great the Lobes did at covering their offense. Saw several times UC San Diego sending it back over, getting the block. They were right there to pick it up.
And Colin Shannon thought he found the back corner there, just a little bit over the line, and the Lopes regained the lead 19-18, their 10th lead change of this set, as Hughes looks to give the Lopes a 2-point advantage. Walbrecht setting it up for Harrison. Udall to Hughes. And look at Ian McLean trying to be the hero once more. That one stays in the air as Walbrecht is going to find the floor right in front of Janke, and we're all knotted up at 19. So Ryan Liu, libero for UC San Diego, will take a seat. Bryce Curtis enters this one, as it'll be Logan Clark back to serve. Udall to Hughes, to Hugo Fisher, and Fisher is going to pick up the kill, so the Lopes regain another lead. Their 11th lead change of the set is 20-19. And if you want to get on a roll here, try to figure out some answers, now's the time to do it late in this set. About 5 points away from taking set number 3. Still plenty of volleyball left to be played, as you'll hear it firsthand from Connor Walbrecht with kill number 3, finding a hole, and we're all knotted up at 20. Again, the last two-possession lead in this set was a 3-1 lead for UC San Diego early on in this set. So Walbrecht trying to give UC San Diego the lead once more. Hughes going to set up Janke here. Janke has returned here in set number 3. He has himself 9 kills on 18 attacks, and it's a 21-20 lead for the Lopes. McLean will take a seat for the moment as he's greeted by his teammates on the bench. As it's going to be Tanner Petchel entering this one for the first time. Back to serve for the Lopes. See if he can find some answers. Here's Walbrecht. Hits that one over, and just like that, the Lopes have themselves a two-possession lead, 22-20, and that's going to result in another timeout for UC San Diego. So back and forth with the service errors, the service aces, the heavy hitting from Ian McLean, and the Lopes finally have themselves a 2-point advantage over UC San Diego. So we'll see if the Lopes are able to wrap up set number 3. Still plenty of volleyball left to be played in set number 3, as you're watching men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
We're back inside the GCU arena for this seesaw affair in set number 3. It's been back and forth, mano-a-mano between Grand Canyon and UC San Diego. Mentioned a few times before the commercial break, UC San Diego had themselves a 2-point advantage, 3-1 early on in this set, and that was the last 2-point advantage for any team in this set before the Lopes finally cracking the code, taking a 2-possession lead. Camden Gianni with 10 kills on 21 total attacks. Christian Janke with 9 kills on 18 attacks of his own, as the Lopes with the fair advantage at the moment, but it can go in a blink of an eye, snap of the fingers. We'll see if Tanner Petchel is able to give the Lopes at least a 3-point cushion late, as he almost picked up his first service ace of the night. A little miscommunication there from UC San Diego, and that one's going to fall right in front of Kyle McCauley, unable to muster that one, as the Lopes now have themselves a clear advantage. They could see the finish line here in set number 3, looking to win this hard-fought battle. So a 23-20 lead. As that one's not going to find the back court, as that one's just a tad bit over the line for Tanner Petchel, picking up his first service error. And it's 23-21, so just like that, here come the Tritons with Wyatt Harrison back to serve. Harrison, of course, Still looking for his first service ace of the night. Has himself 5 service errors to go along with those 17 service errors for UC San Diego. Almost made it 18 there as that one skims the net. Janke with the soft touch. Won't find it. McCauley sends it over. Udall to Hughes. Back to Fisher. Won't find it. Great volley here from UC San Diego, able to keep it alive. McCauley looking for the point. It's blocked. Goes for it a second time. Hughes to Udall is going to set up Fisher one more time, as that one's not going to go either. A great set here from both GCU and UC San Diego, as Fisher is going to go for the third time. Third time is the charm for UC San Diego, so Hugo Fisher reaching over the net there to go up and grab that one, and just like that, it's a one-possession game once again for GCU. It's 23-22. Harrison looking to go on a 3-0 scoring run here for UC San Diego, trying to erase that 3-point deficit. Christian Janke says no thanks. It's 24-22, game point for the Lopes. Looking to come away with this victory in set number 3 in convincing fashion, with Hugo Fisher back to serve.
Then we have 2 Lopes in the double digits. Camden Gianni with 10, Christian Janke with 10, Ian McLean halfway there with 5, as well as Hugo Fisher with 5, and actually Kyle Thompson has 5 as well.
And it looked like Colin Shannon reached over, and that'll give the Lopes the set number 3 victory. So after a hard-fought set back and forth between UC San Diego and Grand Canyon, not the cleanest set that you would want to have, or that Coach Worley would want to have, but the Lopes get the job done, winning this one 25-22 to go into set number 4 with an opportunity to clinch a victory against a very good Tritons team. So we'll see if the Lopes are able to take advantage in set number 4 and go home a little bit early, as you're watching GCU men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
At GCU, earning your MBA degree online comes with the college experience. To advance your career in business, it takes support from those around you. Our online class size averages less than 25 students, with highly skilled faculty. GCU's Colangelo College of Business offers online MBA programs in real-world emphasis, including accounting, leadership, marketing, sports business, and more. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/MBA.
GCU helps you stay focused on staying purpose-driven. They give you the tools to find what your purpose truly is. Once I got out here, I kind of had an identity crisis. Walking around campus, I saw a flyer for something called Java Jams. When I first walked onto that stage, my heart was pounding, but I was able to find myself as an artist. My name is Joseph, and I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts degree at GCU.
There's thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena as we get ready for set number 4 after a very entertaining set number 3 between the Lopes and the Tritons. A 25-22 win for the Lopes. And Diana, we've seen it in the first 3 sets. A seesaw affair in set number 1 early, a seesaw affair in set number 2 very early on, and then in set number 3 we saw it linger into the latter stages of that set. Of course, a 23-22 lead for the Lopes late. They had 13 lead changes as the service errors just piled up in that set as well. 29 total service errors from both teams, 16 from UC San Diego, 13 from the Lopes, as we'll see if they can clean up that act in set number 4 as they're looking to pick up a huge win against a very good volleyball team.
Yes, Jack, I have no doubt that we're going to continue to see that common trend of the seesaw effect as both teams are starting to get a little bit of a feel for each other and kind of what their tendencies are. I'd like to see a lot more of those little quicks from Ian McLean as they have been working for the Lopes. Of course, the Tritons are having a hard time throwing up a block because they are a fast, it's a fast system, but it works, and that's what we need to see more of out of the Lopes, as well as less service errors.
And the service errors have been the name of the game, especially in set number 3, as there were a combined 13 service errors in that set alone. And you mentioned Ian McLean with those quick hits. We saw 3 of them in set number 3. He's got 5 kills on 7 total attacks. That results in a 714 hitting percentage to this point. We'd love to see more offensive play out of Ian McLean, as well as Camden Gianni, who had himself a huge set number 1 with 6 kills. He's since added 4 in the last 3 sets, as well as Christian Janke. So Janke and Gianni leading the charge with 10 kills each so far tonight. And of course, on UC San Diego side, it's been the Kyle McCauley show, like we mentioned last night, picking up 14 kills. He's got 14 kills right now. So that stat line is sure to increase to go along with those 25 total attacks. He has himself 1 assist, 5 digs, and 1 block, as well as Heath Hughes is ready to go here in set number 4. Lopes looking to go home a little bit early. We'll see if they can take advantage early as Ian McLean finds a hole. Swift hit there from Ian McLean. As you can see on the bench there, the celebration from Jack Burton. Boy, the Lopes would sure benefit from a huge run to cap off set number 4 if they're able to do it. As Heath Hughes once again floats it over. And just like that, we're all knotted up at 1. So we'll see if we see that common seesaw effect like we've seen on the first 3 sets, Diana, as it looks like Connor Walbrecht is going to pick up the kill, and he'll be back to serve for UC San Diego. Udall gets a hand on it. Hughes setting up Ian McLean, and we mentioned get Ian McLean more involved in this set. Well, he's got the first 2 kills right off the bat.
Absolutely. I believe that Coach Worley, that was a little bit of the game plan during that little break in between the 3rd and the 4th. And he is getting the ball, and he's putting it where it needs to go. So it's working for the Lopes. They'll probably definitely continue to run with that game plan.
And once again, UC San Diego answering the call like they have all night long. Wyatt Harrison's going to pick up the kill. Kill number 5 for UC San Diego sophomore. And we're all knotted up at 2. And despite not being able to keep that one in the air, Heath Hughes has played tremendous defense all night long for the Lopes. As that one is going to find the floor. Out of play, and the Lopes regain the lead. It's 3-2, so they already have 3 lead changes in this set, and it's only 3-2 as Kyle Thompson enters this one. Cole Udall will take a seat for the Lopes. Ian McLean back to serve. McLean with 4 service errors in set number 3. He's going to pick up 1 more here in set number 4, and we're all knotted up at 3. And he's going to take a seat as Udall re-enters this game. Again, we mentioned the service errors piling up. Now, 30 total service errors between these 2 teams. Hughes sets up Fisher. That one's not going to find the floor, but Kyle Thompson not holding anything back there. Don't mind if I do, as that one's going to be in favor of UC San Diego. Kyle Thompson reaching over the net in order to go up and grab that one. So it's a 4-3 lead now for UC San Diego. Looking to take the 2-point advantage. Again, both teams really shooting themselves in the foot over the past half hour or so, as we're all not up at 4. Looks like Christian Janke going to pick up the point, and Hugo Fisher will be back to serve. So once again, back and forth like we've seen throughout the first 4 sets now. Back and forth early on in set number 1 before the Lopes were able to go on a 9-0 scoring run late. And of course, back and forth throughout set number 2 before UC San Diego was able to pull ahead for an 8-point victory. As that one is going to find the backcourt out of play. Lopes regain the lead 5-4. We'll see if they're able to keep that lead intact here with Hugo Fisher back to serve, still looking for their first 2-point advantage in this set. As Fisher is going to add 1 more service error to that total. Now 15 service errors for the Lopes to match UC San Diego's 16. So we're all knotted up at 5. Colin Shannon back to serve. Shannon now with 6 kills, has himself 6 digs as well. And he returns the favor with service error number 17 for UCSD, and it's 6-5 GCU.
Definitely seeing more of what we saw in set number 3. That seesaw effect as well as the continued service errors.
Kind of like a mirror image so far here in set number 4 compared to set number 3, as the Lopes are going to get the point there. UC San Diego just unable to muster that one, and they take a 2-possession lead early on. So the Lopes hopefully gaining a little bit of momentum here early on in this set with Christian Janke back to serve. The only 3-possession lead the Lopes took in set number 3 was when they clinched the win 25-22, but Christian Janke is now going to match UC San Diego with the team's 15th service error. It's a 7-6 lead now. Kyle McCauley, we mentioned 14 kills already in this one, back to serve for the Tritons. Hughes setting up Kyle Thompson. That one's going to go. Last one didn't go. He reached over, but that one's going to go. So Kyle Thompson now has himself 6 kills, and it's 8-6. But we've seen already in this set that a 2-possession lead isn't big enough for either squad. Kyle Thompson, all he's thinking right now is trying to get this one over the net, and he does as he floats it over. Right there is Wyatt Harrison, and Harrison is once again gonna give UC San Diego a chance here. As they now trail by 1, it's 8-7. So neither team giving an inch so far here tonight. Hasn't been a power display like some may thought it was gonna be on paper, but it's been close nonetheless, and Christian Janke is once again gonna give the Lopes their 3rd 2-possession lead of the set with kill number 11. He now has the team lead for the night. And it's 9-7 GCU. Heath Hughes back to serve. Again, the Lopes looking for their 2nd consecutive victory here at home, looking to move to 500 overall this season. As that one's gonna fall, that one's gonna be Wyatt Harrison, kill number 7, and once again, it's a 1-possession game, 9-8. Lopes looking for their 3rd win of the season, which would put them at game over 500. Their win last night over Park University put them at 2-2. Walbrecht already has himself 2 service aces tonight. Won't find one here as Udall to Hughes. Back to Ian McLean, and Ian McLean picking it back up right where he left off. Lopes lead 10-8, but still plenty of work left to do here in set number 4.
Ian McLean absolutely delivering on that Lopes offense, finding the holes in the court, putting it away, really when the Lopes need it, especially with this whole seesaw effect that we got going on.
Gianni looking to be the hot hand for the Lopes, and a key block from Hugo Fisher, and the Lopes have themselves a 3-point advantage. It's 11-8. Lopes had themselves a 3-point advantage in set number 3. They went up 23-20. UC San Diego cut the lead to 1, 23-22, so still plenty of work left to be done here for the Lopes, as that one's gonna be set up for Harrison. Hughes setting up Fisher, puts a little too much oomph on that one, goes out of play, and UC San Diego once again trails by 2, 11-9. Wyatt Harrison, we mentioned 7 kills already tonight on 17 attempts. Back to serve here for UC San Diego. UC San Diego, of course, looking to avoid their 2nd loss of the season with their backs against the wall, down 2-1. Hugo Fisher may have found a hole there. Great defense from UC San Diego inadvertently, as Christian Janke's gonna find a hole, as it looked like both Colin Shannon and Wyatt Harrison just unable to grab that one. So Janke now has himself 12 kills, and it's 12-9. And Coach Worley would love both Christian Janke and Camden Gianni to get hot right here, right now, with his team up by 3 in the middle stages of set number 4, with his team having a chance to pick up a big win against a very successful team early on this season in UC San Diego, as they once again cut the lead to 2. It's 12-10. Ian McLean takes a seat. Cole Udall re-enters this one. Berkeley Mesfeld back in this one, serving for UC San Diego. Janke to Hughes, back to Fisher, finds the hole. Hugo Fisher now has himself 6 kills, and it's 13-10. So a few substitutions for UC San Diego as well, as Berkeley Mesfeld takes a seat, as Connor Walbrecht re-enters this one. And another service error from the Lopes. This one coming from Hugo Fisher, and it's 13-11, so UC San Diego continuing to stay in this set, both offensively and capitalizing on some key mistakes offensively from the Lopes, as that one's going to find the back corner. First service ace we've seen in a long time, Diana, as that one is going to go in favor of Colin Shannon. He now has himself one service ace. It's 13-12 with a chance to knot things up once again for UC San Diego. And that one's not going to be able to find the corner. Christian Janke doing a nice job there, keeping his hands off of that one. That one would have resulted in a tie game for UC San Diego. Once again, those impeccable pair of eyes able to lay off that one as it rolls out of play. 14-12 lead, a 2-point cushion now for the Lopes with Janke back to serve. Janke now with 13 kills in this game. He's not going to be able to find the corner there. Another service error for the Lopes, and it's 14-13. Lopes now with 18 total service errors, matched with the 18 service errors of UC San Diego in this game, a combined 36 service errors. As Hugh sends that one over for Fisher, won't fall. Udall back to Janke. Janke gonna set up Gianni, going for the soft touch, won't find it. Nice job by UC San Diego's defense, able to keep this ball in the air. Hughes sets up Thompson. Thompson going for the soft touch, won't find it. There's Connor Walbrecht looking to find a hole. Janke with the soft touch, no one in sight for UC San Diego. Ryan Liu, the libero, of course, for the Tritons with the last-ditch effort, but won't be able to find the floor. And it's 15-13 as we'll see our first timeout here in set number 4. 15-13 Grand Canyon looking to go home early with a big win at home. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Canyon State Credit Union.
Back inside the GCU Arena as we are halfway through set number 4 between UC San Diego and Grand Canyon, and it's been a mirror image of the first 3 sets, Diana. Back and forth action. Lopes only lead it by 2 as Christian Janke and Ian McLean, you could say, are the hot hands offensively for the Lopes. But again, trying to minimize the service errors. We saw 14 combined service errors in set number 3. Now a combined 36 total service errors between these two teams.
Yes, Jack, I know what they're probably going to be doing in practice whenever they have practice. Lots of service errors, almost a full set and a half of errors, which is quite a lot of wasted points in my opinion.
And Hugo Fisher, of course, coming away with that big kill moments ago to put the Lopes up by 2. Kyle Thompson back to serve. Kyle Thompson with 6 kills of his own as well, with 2 kills in this set. But he's going to come away with another service error. It's been in the name of the game so far, ladies and gentlemen, as it is once again a one-possession game, 15-14. As Bryce Curtis will once again re-enter this game for UC San Diego. It'll be his 3rd appearance, his 3rd serve of the night. Trying to nod things up again at 15 with UC San Diego, looking to force set number 5 as they look to pick up their 3rd consecutive victory, coming off back-to-back shutout wins. Gianni unable to get that one through. Udall pops that one up. Great defensive stab there from Cole Udall. But right there is Shane Bennett's with kill number 11, and we're all knotted up at 15. And again, if you're just joining us, the Lopes took the first set 25-20, with UC San Diego answering the call in set number 2 with a 25-17 win. And then after a back-and-forth affair in set number 3, the Lopes were able to prevail 25-22, trying to put the nail in the coffin here, as that's going to help. Ian McLean Kill number 7, and it's 16-15. So Heath Hughes will be back once again here for the Lopes. Once again trying to add to their lead, looking for some breathing room, trying to separate themselves from the Tritons. It's been a problem all night long, and it's going to be another problem right here as Cole Udall is not going to be able to hit that one solid. And we're all knotted up at 16 once again. And it will be the heavy-hitting Connor Walbrecht. We mentioned coming off a performance where he had 28 assists against UCLA. He has shattered that mark here tonight with 36 assists at the moment. Still plenty of volleyball left to be played. As that one's going to fall in favor of the purple and white. So the Lopes regain the lead, 17-16, kind of a delayed call there from the official, but the Lopes do get the point. As it looks like it's going to be Gianni back to serve. Once again, the Lopes could really benefit here from a nice 2-0, 3-0, maybe even a 4-0 scoring run here late in this set. As Gianni not holding anything back on that serve. Pops that one up for Hughes. Back to Janke, he's going to get blocked, but right there is Gianni as that one was right in his kitchen. Janke once again blocks, so Christian Janke blocked twice there by Wyatt Harrison. Wyatt Harrison doing a nice job defensively, able to nod this one up at 17 apiece once again for the UC San Diego Tritons.
Great hustle from libero Cole Udall. He's got about 7 digs, and we've seen some great effort from him, lots of hustle.
And the Lopes are going to regain the lead once again. There he is, Hugo Fisher once again giving the Lopes the lead. It's the 5th lead change of the set. It's 18-17 as we enter the latter stages. Jack Burton, once again, we mentioned last night with those 8 kills, led the team against Park University. Will re-enter this game and serve it up as Ian McLean takes a seat for the moment. Almost coming away with the service ace there as Walbrecht going for the soft touch, doesn't find it. Great stab there from Burton to keep it alive. Janke gonna hit that one over, almost finding the floor. Walbrecht serves that one up for Logan Clark. Lopes doing a nice job defensively. Here's Hugo Fisher, and he's gonna find the back line as this place erupts as the Lopes have themselves a 2-point advantage once again.
The Havocs are all about those few plays done by Hugo Fisher. Great look.
And Hugo Fisher being the proud owner of a few great defensive and offensive plays in this game as the Lopes come away with their first service ace in a while. At the hands of Jack Burton, and UC San Diego will take a timeout. It's a 20-17 lead for the Lopes. We're live from Phoenix. It's Saturday night. We got a great matchup on our hands right now. Stick around. We'll be right back here on GCU TV.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena here in Phoenix, Arizona, as the Lopes have separated themselves just a little bit for the moment from UC San Diego. It's a 20-17 lead here late, and Diana, we were talking about it during the last break, the Lopes having to minimize those service errors, and they've done a nice job so far here in this set. UC San Diego continues to shoot themselves in the foot, 18 total service errors, and although the Lopes do have more service errors with 19, they've done a nice job minimizing them over the past few possessions as Hugo Fisher has produced in a big way here late. We've seen him contribute as a part of 3 big plays so far here in this set, including moments ago, giving the Lopes a 2-point advantage before the big service ace from Jack Burton.
It seems that the service game for the Lopes is moving in the right direction with that service ace just previously.
Burton won't come away with the service ace there as It looks like Connor Walbrecht is going to be able to come away with the kill there. He now has himself 3 kills, and it's 20-18. So the back and forth affair continues as both Jack Burton and Ian McLean will take a seat. Cole Udall re-enters this one for the purple and white, as it's going to be number 16, Shane Bennett, who's had himself quite a night with 11 kills and 4 blocks. And right there is Hugo Fisher trying to contribute in a big way once again, but a nice stab there from Walbrecht, able to keep that one alive. Hughes, little miscommunication there, as that one's going to be blocked by Kyle Thompson, the big 2-3, giving the Lopes a 3-point advantage. It's 21-18. It'll be Hugo Fisher to serve once more here for the Lopes. Again, 4 more points, and the Lopes will have themselves a 3-1 victory over UC San Diego, but still plenty of time between them for UC San Diego to mount a comeback in this game. We've seen it all night long, back and forth between these two clubs. Janke looking to send it home. Won't find the floor. Right there is Walbrecht, as that one's going to find the floor. Great last-ditch effort there from Camden Gianni. Won't go, and it's 21-19 as UC San Diego still has heart left in them, trying to force a set number 5. Colin Shannon back to serve. Hughes gonna set that one up for Janke. Not gonna find the floor. As that one's gonna find the floor right in front of Camden Gianni, and of course it's gonna be Colin Shannon with kill number 8 as he's starting to heat up, and once again it's a 1-possession game, 21-20. And we've seen the Lopes have multiple possession leads in the past. We've seen them evaporate at the hands of the Tritons here on this Saturday night, as we'll see another lead evaporate as Christian Janke is unable to keep that one in play, and we're all knotted up at 21 apiece. Shannon back to serve once more. Shannon with 1 service ace in this game to go along with 8 digs and 3 blocks. Hughes looking to get the touch over, won't find it. As that one was blocked by the Lopes and Heath Hughes, but out of play, and just like that, UC San Diego erases a 3-point lead for the Lopes to take a 22-21 lead, a 4-0 scoring run for the Tritons. Forces Coach Worley to take another timeout. It's a barn burner, a nail biter, ladies and gentlemen, as we will wrap up play here. You're watching GCU men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
And we're back live here on GCU TV. A 22-21 lead for UC San Diego. A huge 4-0 scoring run late. Last scoring run we've seen more of 4. We have to go all the way back to set number 2 when UC San Diego pulled ahead for an 8-point victory, 25-17. But despite the back and forth seesaw affair we've seen over the last 2 sets, Diana, I think this is a very, very smart timeout from Coach Worley, as the Lopes looking to shift matters into their own hands late in this set, trying to end this one in 4 sets.
Yeah, that was a great decision by head coach Matt Worley to take that timeout, as we see the Lopes kind of getting in their heads a little bit. I believe that we'll see a momentum shift following that timeout.
Shannon back to serve. Udall gets a hand on it. Hughes gonna set it up for Kyle Thompson, not wasting any time, taking no prisoners with that last kill. He now has 7 kills, and we're all knotted up at 22.
And there's that momentum shift that I was talking about just a few moments ago. That's what the Lopes need to really push through these final points in this 4th set.
So it will be the sophomore Janke. 22-22, Lopes looking to take their 4th lead of the set. Goes right after Ryan Liu. It's there for the stop. Udall able to stop that one. Janke has Hugo Fisher sends it over. Udall keeps it alive once again. Janke sends it over one more time. The Lopes caught off guard twice. Able to stay alive, but that one's not going to be able to stay in the air as it looks like number 21, Kyle McCauley, with a big hit late, his 17th kill. He'll be back to serve, a 23-22 lead for UC San Diego.
You could almost see the unbelievable expressions on the Lopes' face as they saw their libero get those points up.
Hughes to Thompson, and that one's going to go out of play. A little too much oomph and excitement there from Kyle Thompson. And just like that, game point here for UC San Diego. They lead it by 2, but Coach Worley's going to take another timeout. The Lopes could really use a big service error at the hands of UC San Diego right here. We'll see if they get one when we come back here watching GCU men's volleyball action right here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems, you're helping to build a better tomorrow. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back to GCU TV for men's volleyball action in the final moments of set number 4. UC San Diego going on a 4-0 run to erase a 3-point deficit from the Lopes to go up 21-20 moments ago. Coach Worley taking a very smart timeout as the Lopes now trail by 2. Game point for UC San Diego. A big kill from Kyle McCauley as this Lopes defense, despite stepping up in a big way, was caught off guard multiple times on that last set, allowing Kyle McCauley to pick up his 17th kill as UC San Diego looks to force a decisive set number 5 here in Phoenix.
It's an absolute nail-biter, Jack. Down to the final moments of this set. Kyle McCauley, man, we've seen him make a few errors at the service line, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles the pressure of this possible final point.
Serves it over as a .364 hitting percentage on the night. As once again, Kyle Thompson really being the backbone of this Lopes offense in the final moments of set number 4. Makes it a 1-possession game as the Lopes have a chance to tie things up here late. As it's going to be Tanner Petchel entering this one for Coach Worley, back to serve. Petchel entered the game late in set number 3 and was a vital part of that Lopes victory. Sends it over, a little miscommunication there, but right there is UC San Diego for the calling. Gianni's going to tie this one up at 24. Camden Gianni coming out of the woodworks, able to nod this one up at 24 apiece with his 11th kill of the night. And UC San Diego is going to take a timeout. Something's got to give here, ladies and gentlemen, in set number 4. Lopes looking to go home early. You're watching GCU men's volleyball action here inside the GCU arena as Camden Gianni's coming out of nowhere. We've seen Ian McLean, Kyle Thompson, Hugo Fisher stepping up in a big way in this quarter. UC San Diego's defense has done a tremendous job being able to combat Christian Janke and Camden Gianni, but Camden Gianni, again, coming out of nowhere there for kill number 12 as the Lopes needed that one in a huge way.
Absolutely, Jack. We've seen some great things from every single one of the players. They've really come through in key moments of the game. Christian Janke had a good earlier in the middle of the set. He had some good kills. He's up with 14. Camden Gianni just talked about with that really massive point. Got 12 kills. Ian McLean, who's also been the hero at certain points throughout this game, he's got 10. Kyle Thompson, another big player with those turning point points. And then, of course, you got Hugo Fisher with 7.
Well, let me ask you this, Diana. The way this game has been going, the seesaw effect that we saw throughout this set as well as set number 3, remember the first team to 2 wins this set. We haven't seen a 2-possession lead throughout the duration of the night. How far do you think that this one could actually go? We'll see if the Lopes are able to win this one by at least 26-24. Again, they got a win by 2. Petchel's going to send it over, and it's going to be a huge service error to give UC San Diego the advantage, 25-24. So UC San Diego now in the driver's seat with Logan Clark back to serve. So the Lopes backs up against the wall now. But like we've seen all night long, they've been able to answer the call. They're going to have to answer the call if they want to once again force a tie here in set number 4. UC San Diego looking to force set number 5. Hughes sets up Gianni one more time. Camden Gianni, Mr. Clutch here late in set number 4, has himself 13 kills. Cue John Cena's music. We're all knotted up at 25.
Jack, you were talking about how long this set could actually go. Who knows? With the way these two teams are playing, it could go to 30. It could end in the next 2 points. We have no idea.
Janke gets a hand on that one. Hughes setting up McLean. 26-25, the Lopes are in the driver's seat. Looking to seal the deal right now with Heath Hughes back to serve. Once again, back and forth. We'll see if the Lopes can finally put the nail in the coffin. Hughes sends it over. Shannon looking to find the 4. Udall pops that one up. Gianni one more time. Combated by that UC San Diego defense. Janke keeps it in the air. Hughes to Gianni. Blocked. A huge block for UC San Diego. Really sucking the life out of this arena as we're all knotted up at 26 apiece. A huge block from Wyatt Harrison on Camden Gianni. So now it'll be Connor Walbrecht back to serve. All knotted up at 26, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth affair between the Tritons and the Lopes, and a huge service error. We've talked about the service errors all night long from the Tritons, Diana. A huge one there that really shoots themselves in the foot as the Lopes once again have an opportunity to seal the deal.
Absolutely, and every single fan seems to be on their feet in these final moments. Quite exciting. Oh, that is not what we need to see.
Camden Gianni returning the favor. How many times have we seen that tonight as we're all knotted up at 27? I asked you how far this one was going to go. It's going pretty far. Heath Hughes, again, playing tremendous defense tonight as Wyatt Harrison serves that one up for the Tritons. Ian McLean, one more time, giving the Lopes a 28-27 lead. So will this be the end of it for UC San Diego? We've seen them answer the call many times before this. Already 4 lead changes since being knotted up at 24. Ian McLean, what you gonna do? That one handled by Harrison. Blocked, signed, sealed, and delivered. You can put it in the books. Lopes pick up a 29-27 win. A huge deflection against Kyle McCauley in the final moments. Seals it for the Lopes. A hard-fought victory as they win this one 3-1 in 4 sets over a team that beat the number 3 team in the nation 24 hours ago in UC San Diego. They fought hard, they fought valiantly, but in the end, the Lopes doing what they needed to do to succeed and win here tonight. Christian Janke, Camden Gianni, and Ian McLean all stepping up in a huge way with 14, 13, and 12 kills respectively. But you can't say enough about this UC San Diego offense, especially Kyle McCauley, 17 kills on 34 total attacks, but they really shot themselves in the foot late with those service errors.
Absolutely, Jack. And what a confidence boost for the Lopes as they took down that number 3 team. Or they took down that team that took down the number 3 team. What a confidence boost. Overall, all the players did an amazing job. Great stuff from Ian McLean. Great stuff from Christian Janke as always. Great stuff from Kyle Thompson. Overall, though, I believe that the GCU golf course player of the game is Camden Gianni. He finished up the game with, 13 kills. He's the player of the game because of his hand in that first set. Those points at the end of the first set were crucial to that game. Another thing that, Jack, that we never mentioned actually is how well Gianni was at receiving serves. He made it very easy for center Heath Hughes to make some great stuff happen offensively. The Lopes are certainly grateful to have the redshirt freshman this season, as he is already proving his worth early on in this season.
Oh, what a game here between GCU and UC San Diego. Camden Gianni, like you mentioned, the GCU Golf Course Player of the Game. A huge performance from him tonight. 13 kills, 29 total attacks, 4 assists, as well as 4 service aces, to go along with 6 digs and 1 rejection defensively. So again, the final score, Grand Canyon 3, UC San Diego 1. Thank you for tuning in. If you're wondering when the Lopes will be back, they'll be back on Wednesday, January 29th to take on Benedictine here in Phoenix, Arizona. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. From everybody here at GCU TV, alongside Diana Johnson, I'm Jack O'Hara. What a game here in Phoenix. Have a great rest of your Saturday night, and as always, go Lopes.